Science says some women prefer dad bods to muscular ones, and some social media influencers agree. But what male body type do most women really find attractive?
I'm actually not sure.
Drum roll, please. According to a 2017 study published in the Proceedings of the Royal Society, women like strong, muscular guys. Shocking, right? Here's how they arrived at the result. A group of 160 women from Griffith University in Australia and Oklahoma State University were asked to judge the attractiveness of college men's bodies, in photos, faces obscured, on a scale of 1 to 7. Turns out, none of the women found the weaker-looking men more attractive. All of the women picked the most formidable-looking men as the most desirable ones.
That is America's ass.
Aaron Sell, lead author and senior lecturer at Griffith University, told The Guardian, "We weren't surprised that women found physically strong men attractive. What did surprise us was just how powerful the effect was. Our data couldn't find even a single woman that preferred weaker or feminine male bodies." The men in question came from two groups from the University of California at Santa Barbara, psych students and recruits from the gym. Part of the study involved measuring their actual physical strength, using weightlifting machines, grip strength tests, and other means. What's interesting here is that the female raters were able to weed out the stronger men from the weaker ones just by closely examining the photos. Holly Dunsworth, an anthropologist at the University of Rhode Island, told the Washington Post that she's a bit critical of the study, saying the results may not be universal. The women judges were college age, as were the model men. She suggests that younger people may be less inclined to consider other factors when evaluating a person's attractiveness.
Doesn't he remind you of someone? Adam? No, I was thinking more like a boiled Ryan Gosling.
Also, if your mind is leaning toward an evolutionary reason for this preference, a muscular body indicates that a man is healthy and strong, which allows him to protect and provide for his family, you may want to listen to what Lisa Wade, a sociologist at Occidental College in Los Angeles, has to say. She told the Denver Post, "It's my opinion that the authors are too quick to ascribe a causal role to evolution. We value tall, lean men with strong upper bodies in American society. We're too quick to assume that it requires an evolutionary explanation. We know what kind of bodies are valorized and idealized. It tends to be the bodies that are the most difficult to obtain." Speaking of height, it seems the 2017 study observed two more things: that women raters also favored tallness and leanness in the men they analyzed, and that even if you're short, if you looked strong, then you would make up for it. But is height a physical trait in men that is irresistible to women? According to a 2013 study by Dutch psychologists, women like being in a relationship with a man who is taller than them. More specifically, the women in the study were most satisfied when their significant other was 8 inches taller. However, much like with the 2017 body type study, the implications of several studies done on whether or not women actually prefer tall men may not be applicable on a global scale. In an article for Psychology Today, Susan Krauss-Whitborn, a professor at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, commented on the 2013 Dutch study. She shared that maturity and how we see people as we evolve can also be factors here. Whitborn wrote, "People can grow to love their partners for more than their physical attributes, particularly once they get past the earliest and most judgmental phase of life and relationships." And Aaron Lukashevsky, an evolutionary psychologist at California State University, told The Guardian that the 2017 study suggests that attraction is more about strength than having an ideal body type. Our results suggest that even if you're a bit overweight, looking strong can buffer that. Basically, being a strong fat guy is okay, which I think would bring comfort to many.